standard requirements. You can make your lesson plan based on that standard requirements. Like for example, to show environment or to show technology, maybe you do that lesson and focus more on that standard. And even though you already recorded all of your lessons, you can choose some parts match with the standard and you start edit it.
Okay.
So like maybe next or next week you have another video. You do the video first, then I can meet with you to discuss about the video, and in the following week it's you evaluate your cohorts video or something. So you're gonna feels like you have 1 week break or 2 weeks break. You don't have to do videos every week.
Oh, okay.
So
So
you
I
only have 5 videos to do.
Mhm. What else? Oh my God. You know, before this one, I have a lot of questions to ask. And then suddenly I'm just now.
I know, I feel the same way. I know because it feels like it's very important, but don't know how to start. You can just send me a message or you can ask me now. But after I finish that, I feel like no worries. Just they follow the descriptions over here, go step by step, and that's it. So it just generally speaking, you just do the lesson, take your lessons and then record it, do self-reflection, analyze the students' data,
Mhm.
evaluate your cohorts video. That's it. So no more.
Okay. And then
I think you can do more self-reflection, and we can discuss, like learn from each other, and you self-reflection and you analyze the students' data because the data you start from this lesson, the first lesson, then you compare the data to the second, the third, um, and the following weeks. So you can compare if you are improve your teaching, the students' data can be better.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you for thank you for heads up because that is what I want to ask. So in here, yeah, that is the thing that I'm also quite confused. They said that without the student that this is the data that you're saying, right? That subject specific data and then record a
Mm-hmm.
percentage. So this one
Mm-hmm.
record the percentage, sorry, from 0 to 100 per student, selected subject
Mm-hmm.
area or unit that you will be covering for the 12 weeks of your clinical practice.
Yeah, just to compare the same area and same kids, like the
Oh,
kids in your class, because you need to compare and to see their like participation, class performance. It's a general evaluation for the kids.
so this is a general evaluation, means, for example, how they progress,
Yes.
from my first
Yeah.
week
Mhm.
and then until to the 12 weeks, right?
Yeah, and you think because for example, this week you focus on tech knowledge, we have 10 standards. For example, this week is tech knowledge, or that next week is the differentiation.
Mm-hmm.
You those standards and take some measurements. How's the students' reaction? So
Okay.
you just give them. You feel like from like 80% or 50%, and so how can you improve next time?
So it's just
I
like
feel like it's more
I'm just
helpful.
going to give them my own, my own score. It's not
Hmm.
like there's no certain computation that okay, this
No,
one could
no,
be 25%, this one could be 10%.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Got
based
it.
on your lesson. Maybe you have a classwork, you can based on that, or you
Mm-mm.
have a test, you can based on that. But for this, no specific stand test or whatever for the kids, just based on your lesson.
Okay, okay, got it. Because
Hmm.
I thought,
And
I'm gonna be just like getting little by little a bit about the percentage to make up of
mm,
the 100%. Okay.
oh no, you choose one group, and make sure you are doing the same subject. For example, you science or math
Again, please.
in your first video.
Okay, there's something wrong
It's
with my
science or math.
again, please.
It's science or math. Does it work
Oh,
now?
yeah. The first video, the first lesson plan that I have submitted is math. And then
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I just need to focus in one subject.
Yes.
Okay, because the thing that we're doing right now in my class, it has an interconnection. Because for example, we're doing the science experiment about the scientific method. It's all about recording
Yeah, and this is why I
examples.
asked you.
And then after in the math, we're doing also the same thing about the bar graph. So that's why I interconnected the science and the math. That is what the video that I took. For example, the first video that I
Mhm.
shared with you is all about the math, but the second is all about the science. So that one going to work, or I just need the math thing?
Mm, they're instructing, but when I did that, just the one subject because you need to compare.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, compare your progress, compare your teaching skills in this area.
Mm-mm.
And yes, when I was watching your video, I also thinking maybe you use the science experiment to encourage kids learn math because we also did MS, and I watched your pictures from
Mm-mm.
Facebook, and
Mm-mm.
your MS graph is better than mine.
No.
Yeah, that's more clear your vision.
Okay,
We
no.
also do the bar graph. Mhm.
I was just quite concerned that if I'm confused that if I'm going to do the math or I'm going to do the science, because the science poster and the science presentation that my student had was, it's just like more lively, because there are many different kinds of scientific method. That's why they shared more. But this math is only a short thing that the graph is, I'm really very very
No, no, don't think too much.
yeah, it's just like, wait, I'm going to stop first. Oh my God, how can I stop the video?
So,
Okay, I'm going to check.
okay, we're back to the first video. I take some notes for you.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello? Yeah. Is the
No,
connection.
I mean, I take some notes for you so we can start to have a discussion about that. So, I think generally it's very clear the lesson structure. First, you let the kids review rules. This is very impressive. I think it's necessary, especially for the young kids. They are third grade, is that right?
Yeah, third grade.
Third grade, and you have how many students in your class?
I have 10.
10. Okay. So I can see you let them communicate with each other. So that's perfect. They can just use what they are learning, and you encourage them to use the full sentence because kids usually just say, "What do you like a apple?" So we should encourage them to say the full sentence. I like that, and I think, and I love the chart you mentioned. Actually, I think your class is so quiet and they're so good.
Mm-hmm.
No behavior problem. Is that right? That's so good. That means you have good classroom management. So those things, I think that's very good. I have several just a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
suggestions. I think maybe helpful.
yeah,
So
sure.
I think when you you let them communicate with each other, is that right? Then you explain like, oh, you need to face, you can turn around or you can turn around.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you can you have if you have teacher assistant or you just choose
Mm-hmm.
one student to
Mm-hmm.
demonstrate first, like
Okay.
how to stand, how to just show them so they can
Mm-hmm.
imitate. Or
Okay.
if because they're sitting in that way, not easy to turn around, you can
Mm-hmm.
let them stand up or
Okay.
stand in
Okay.
the
And maybe sometimes
aisle,
we can pay more
and
attention to
they
this
can
kind of language.
learn how to
Mm-hmm.
talk
It's
to
a
each
little
other face to
bit
face. Like in
Mm-hmm.
case the kid I think too much about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And next, you mentioned what do you need? You need a folder, you need a notebook, blah, blah, blah. I think you can list what we need for this lesson in the beginning. You can
Mm-hmm.
list it in the slides or write on a whiteboard. So, okay, well, get ready for the lesson. You can check the whiteboard and get everything ready. Then we can start. Rather than you talking about something and warm
Okay.
up and then get ready to start. Oh, let's back to prepare. So maybe you can
Okay.
prepare that first. This is what I learned from my mentor. Yeah, it
Wait.
works well in my
Sure,
class.
sure.
Yeah, and and you can list your requirement, like just like I mentioned, not just list what do you need for the lesson, also your requirements. Like I need
Okay.
write down blah blah blah, write down blah blah, and uh, sometimes when the kids are doing that, you say, like, can you get your notebooks out? The kids are doing it, doing your follow your instructions to go around or get something. At that moment, you are still saying something or giving them instruction. Maybe you can wait or let them wait until you
Okay.
finish. You say, okay, you can go. Then let them go. Otherwise, we not just the kids, even for us. So we say, okay, go get your book. We go get a book, but actually the speaker hasn't
Mm-hmm.
finished yet, so we can so you can let them finish, then you say, or let them stop and you finish your saying, finish
Mm-hmm.
what you want to say, then let them do it, and do not do at the same time. Maybe they can be more focused on what you're saying,
Okay.
and when you start teaching, you can wait a one moment. Actually, this happened to me many times too. So I also remind myself just to stop and wait until all kids are ready, because I noticed that when you start teaching, some kids are still like preparing and did not pay attention. And I'm not sure about the slides. You keep changing it. Yeah,
Ah,
so
yeah,
maybe next time, yeah, so can get it ready
yeah.
well.
I am showing both. I'm showing both the book and then I'm showing both the video. So it's just like, for example, I am showing them that, oh, this is what the graph in the book looks like, and then this is what
Mhm.
we're discussing right now on the video.
Oh,
Let's keep
okay.
changing from one to another.
Yes. Yeah, okay, so you have one